Hey y'all, welcome to the Afrocentric Woman. Testing, testing. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Please, if you come through, just let me know if I can be heard. Let me type it in the comments too. Oh crap, I don't know if I can type it in the comments. Comments. Oh, that's not right. Um, hmm. Okay. Post a comment. Oh, okay, perfect. All right. Tap this in. And you hear me. Please let me know before I launch because I'm on my phone and I'm using my headset. So I just want to make sure that I can be heard before I move forward with what I'm going to talk about today. Hey, welcome to the live. Please come through the comments and let me know if you can hear me. Maybe you can't. Testing. Testing. Hello? Can y'all hear me? Okay, can you hear me now? Because I have my headset in, but nobody's like responding. You're breaking up, Queen. All right. Well, okay. I'm gonna I might have to uh stop live streaming because I'm on my way to a date. So I'm driving. So if if I'm still breaking up, I'll just stop the live and I'll go live. Hey darling Ebony. Darling Ebony, can you just let me know if I'm breaking up too bad? Because if I am, I'm gonna just stop the live and I'll just go live again tonight. It's just this has been on my mind and I just haven't had time. I was thinking I was going to record a video. I haven't had time to do it. You can hear me fine? Okay, cool. Well, then we'll just rock through and I'll just glance down. And if I see that y'all are having issues, then I'll stop the live because I'm driving. I'm on my way to a date, y'all. Anyway, okay, so one of the big issues that one of the resounding quote unquote lessons that Black women are learning from the whole young pharaoh situation, which I don't really think is the right one, is this whole notion of not letting a man provide for you. So young pharaoh, aka Marshall aka young pharaoh, he's a particular type of struggle bandit. If you listen to my video that I have recorded about I recorded a video about my last dusty in 2019. And like when he started, when I really started to pull away from that situation and I started to move towards this other guy that was giving me provisions and stuff and taking me out and spending money on me, I ended up leaving that guy cold turkey because I found out that he had domestic violence ongoing case. So he had been arrested for jumping on his child's mother, and that was still ongoing, and it was a felony assault. And so, yeah, he was spending money on me, but and giving me money, but I knew it was a ticking time bomb. I knew that um, it was only a matter of time before he would have probably tried to jump on me, and I just didn't even want to go down that route. But I'm also a lot older than Golden. You know what I'm saying? I'm older, I'm more experienced. And so I've seen a lot of things in my life. I've seen a lot of things go left. So I have a different kind of discernment as to how I move around. And you know what I'm saying? Because even if she or any other woman gets with a guy and she knows he already has previous allegations of domestic violence or previous convictions or arrests around domestic violence or intimate partner violence, I would think Shahrazad Ali, says that, it's the woman's fault, or I'm going to be a better girlfriend, or I'm going to be a better wife. I'm going to be the better partner. So I'm not going to get hit, even though this other woman got hit. I'm older. I'm like a decade older than her. So I know that that's not a true mentality. And I know that it's not worth the risk for me, to deal with a man who already been arrested for jumping on his child's mother, because I'm not trying to have him jump on me. It was hard for me to leave that situation because it was lucrative for me. You know what I'm saying? It was lucrative for me, and I was a little bit spoiled and accustomed to everything that I was getting from the situation. But also, I believe that I can find a better situation for myself as well. I don't have a limited mindset as in like, oh, this man right here, he's the only way that I can go out and splurge and go to VIP and go on trips and get money. This isn't my only way. Like, how many millions of men are out there in the world? There's so many men in the world that I don't have to depend on this one guy. And so I say all that to say young Pharaoh gives me those kind of vibes. He gives me those ratchet hood nigga vibes, just spend their money, but take any guy like young Pharaoh seriously. Would I spend a guy like young Pharaoh's money? And I have plenty of times. Just a regular bandit, you know what I mean? Yeah, sure, I'll spend your money. The thing about these types of guys is that they don't have a long-term longevity type of mindset. They're just very in the moment, fast. So it's either you're going to be there to help him spend it, or it's going to get spent whether you're there or not. That's the mentality of these bandits. The money comes in fast. They be doing all kinds of stuff, but it's like, I don't be knowing what they be doing, to get the money. The money come in fast and the money goes out fast. I mean, I have been with guys that have spent $1,000 on VIP, $500 for a bottle of alcohol, valet the car, send me money to get my nails done, send me money for this, send me money for that. Now, with these kind of bandits, you can ask that same bandit like, hey babe, can you give me $1,000 or can you give me $2,000 so I can buy some Amazon stock? He will probably say no. He'll probably say no. Or he'll probably make up some excuse as to why he can't do it. But if you say, oh, babe, give me $1,000 so we can go stun on these niggas, they'll give you the money for that. Why? Because their mentality is very stupid. It's very backwards. They spend money on chains, on cars, on, you can even go back and listen to Marshall, aka Young Pharaoh, talk about the things that he has spent money on. So you spent money on all this Miami trip. I flew the family out, da 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 da. Okay, what do you have to show for that though? What do you have to show for flying out the family to Miami and doing this and that and birthday this and that? You don't have anything to show for it. Why? Because you're not building a long-term legacy. You're just spending the money as fast as it's coming in. Now you're saying, oh, well, I'm going to pay for a golden 1 year apartment. How stupid is that? How stupid is that? So you're going to pay $2,000 a month times 12 is what? $24,000 on an apartment, when you could give the girl $24,000 and let her get a duplex, and her and the baby stay on one side of the duplex and rent out the other side of the duplex and pay off the asset. But you're a stupid struggle bandit, so you don't even think like that. And that is how a lot of these dudes think. That is how the collective of a lot of these dudes They don't think about the long term. They're just thinking about stupid stuff for the moment. And the truth of the matter is that when it comes to trying to control somebody through providing an apartment, it's about control. This is a little side note. It's about control, because you want to be on the lease and you want to control the rent. You want to control the process, and that has more to do with you being able to hold something over these women's head than it does for you just contributing to the well-being of the women and the children. And I've talked about that multiple times on this channel. And last time when I was on Call Me Coco's live, and she was like, what is a green flag of a man? What is one of the green flags? So we talk about red flags all the time. What is a green flag that you know that you have a situation that could be viable? And my answer was, when a man does something for you that doesn't benefit him, you know that he's caring about you, and he's not just caring about his own selfish desires. So when you take money and you put it in someone's hand, you're like, all right, you're capable, you're an adult, do with this money what you feel like you need to do. That's a sign of contributing to that person's well-being, not having to do anything with you trying to control them or you trying to manipulate a situation or serve your own, selfish needs. So that's the situation with that. Okay, so when you're dealing with somebody with a bandit mindset like Pharaoh, so like take away the violence. Let's say you have a guy like with the mentality of Pharaoh, but they're not violent. Because if they're violent, I would say leave the situation. Don't get involved. If you know a man has jumped on his child's mother or jumped on any woman, don't deal with him. You know what I'm saying? Don't deal with him because it's too dangerous. But when you're like, let's just say you're dealing with a guy like Pharaoh, with that type of bandit, spend the money fast, spend the money fast. This is what you need to do. You need to get as much money as you can. You need to lie and say the money is for something stupid, but really spend the money on something that is meaningful. So if he's willing to give you money for cosmetic surgery or some shit like that, get that money and buy yourself some stocks and bonds. Buy yourself, try to get into a reef, try to get into some type of investment. Thinking about that, but you need to be thinking about that. If they buy you jewelry, especially if there's diamonds involved, first of all, you need to make sure that they're not buying the jewelry from some hood ass place. You need to make sure you're getting Tiffany's or some type of really nice jewelry that's going to appreciate in value. Don't let them take you to the Arabs or the whoever else that's going to give you some ghetto jewelry that doesn't appreciate, that starts depreciating off as soon as you come off the lot. If they want to buy jewelry to stunt, appreciate. So that way you can either sell it when you need to, you can auction it off, you can sell it consignment, or you can take that jewelry and get a replica made. That's a little known replica made. And if you have to, take that shit back and wear the replica. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what you're doing. Take that shit back to the store, get your money back, and take that money and put it in a savings account, because these bandits are not forever. These bandits are for temporary. They run through women. They run through women like they run through water. They run through women like they run through Jordans. Okay, so you're not the flavor of the lifetime. You're the flavor of the month or the flavor of the week. These bandits get bored with women very fast. They're so infatuated with you. They're so enamored with you, but always keep in mind, it's temporary. Eventually, this bandit is going to start getting distracted. He's going to find the next flavor of the month. He's going to be on Instagram looking at the next big booty, and then you're going to be out, and the next female is going to be in. So this is the situation. You need to get as much from the bandit as you possibly can before you get kicked out the door. So If they're into jewelry, fine. They want to take you to go stun on some people. Like, ooh, I put my baby in this. I put my girl in a Birkin bag. Okay, that's fine, baby. Okay, that's fine. Let's do it. Okay, that's cool. If you can get a replica of whatever he bought, do it. He buy you a Birkin bag, get a replica of that same bag and take that real Birkin back to the store and get the cash and put that money up. Put that money into an account that is going to grow. Put that money so that when he gets bored of you, you have money to fall back on. You have a way to get your children, get yourself, and get out the situation, and you got money to do it. Let him think that he's in control. Let him think that he's running you. Let him think that everything that you have, he bought. That's fine. It's fine. You don't need to argue with the bandit. You don't need to go back and forth. You don't need to tell your cards. You don't need to spill your heart. You don't need to tell all your business. No, stay focused. You need to take that, whatever he gets you, and you need to get the cash for it. However way, by hook or by crook, you need to be strategic when you're dealing with these bandits that like to spend money fast and they like to stunt. That's fine. You can stunt, but I'm going to be thinking about the long haul. I'm going to be thinking about 2 months from now, 3 months from now, 6 months from now. When you're bored of me, I need an exit strategy. I need an exit strategy. And you have to always remember, whenever the bandit wants something from you, that's when you get what you want from him first. So he really wants you to move in. You need to have, okay, I'll think about moving in with you, but you need to have a list of things that you need before you even move in with him. You need to have a list of things before you even move in. And this is your insurance. This is going to be your insurance policy to ensure that you can get out of a situation whenever you need to. I really don't recommend moving in with bandits, and damn sure not having no kids with them. But you got to have compassion and grace for young women. They don't know no better. These bandits, get with them and isolate them from their friends and family. They isolate them from their support network. They isolate them from mature women like myself, like other women who could be in their ear and could be encouraging, and they will whisper into these younger women's ears all kinds of different things to pull them away from a community support. So they're under the complete, ideological and philosophical understandings of the bandit. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that you stay connected to sisters so that they don't get caught up in it. But one of the things that I kept hearing over and over is like, that's why I don't let no man do nothing for me. This is like women, misunderstanding what's happening with this bandit pharaoh and misunderstanding the dynamics that are at play with the situation that's going on and how it's going on. The answer is not don't take provisions from a man, because if you will refer to a video that I recorded a few months ago called, why Black men don't want to compete. If you will refer to that video, you will hear me talking to you about a mammy who erroneously thinks that she can control a man by not accepting any money from him. So she thinks that, well, if I accept money from this man, then he will be the one that's in control. But if I don't accept money from this man, I will be the one who is in control. That couldn't be further from the truth. That couldn't be further from the truth. That's not how life works. I just think it's a very mammy understanding of life. Oh gosh, I'm about to go downtown, y'all. So I think my reception is about to get really, really spotty. I'm sorry in advance. Let me look at the comments. But yeah, that's a mammy understanding of relationships. That the less I require of a man, the more I'm in control. And when I'm in control, he won't leave me. When I'm in control, he won't mistreat me. But the main thing is he won't leave me. He won't abandon me if I'm in control. If I'm in control of things, if I'm the one who pays all the bills, then I control him. If I'm the one who provides the house, if I'm the one who has all the skills, if I'm the one who has all the money management, life management, he won't leave me because he needs me. Mammies want to feel needed, not desired and wanted, but needed, because they don't have enough confidence in their feminine desirability and attraction. You attract a man who wants to be with you, but doesn't need to be with you. You understand? But that's a big difference between a mammy and a woman. There's a big difference between a mammy and a woman. Women want to be desired. So there's a lot of women who think with that mammy thinking that I just won't, like, see there, look at Golden. That's why she's in the situation that she's in, because she depended on her man. No. You got it wrong. Golden is in the situation she is because she's a young woman who didn't know no game. She didn't know how to flip the stuff into an insurance policy for herself. And that just has to do with youth. It has to do with youth and inexperience in dating. She doesn't have a lot of dating partners. She's a very, very young woman. A very young woman. That's all it is. If Golden had a mama like Marjorie Harvey, Golden would be in a different situation than she is right now. If I had a mama like Marjorie Harvey, I would be in a better situation than I'm in right now. Now, my situation has drastically improved, but with a mama like Marjorie Harvey, I would have been way ahead of the game. So I'm playing catch up right now. I'm playing catch up. I'm trying to pick up the pieces and get things moving to where I need to go. Golden is very, very young and has her entire life ahead of her. She just needs to get with the right people and she'll be just fine. She'll be just fine. But the lesson that Black women should take away from the situation is not, oh, see, don't take no money from no man. Don't let no man provide for you. No, that's crazy. But you need to have a strategy with all relationships and all males. Black women, by and large, still have these fantasies of this, I'm going to fall in love and everything's going to be peachy keen and he's just going to be the bee's knees and everything's going to work out and everything's going to fall in place and he's going to understand me and he's going to cherish me and all this type of stuff. It's like, girl, no, that's not how it works. You need to have a strategy. You need to get the business taken care of before you allow yourself to, quote, fall in love. And you don't ever need to just fall completely in love anyway. Give a little bit of love, but reserve that for some of that for yourself and for your children. Reserve that unconditional love for yourself and for your children and extend conditional love to the man that's in your life that's providing something to you. But if you're out here dating, you're gonna encounter bandits like this. And I'm telling you, you have to flip it in the right way. When you need something, ask for extra money. If you're gonna pay your car note, tell him it's $500, even if it's $200, and take that $300 and put it up. Don't spend money like bandit does. Okay, listen. Do not spend money like the bandit does. You can't afford it. I'm about to go in the tunnel, y'all. So I hope I don't lose you. Don't spend money like him. He's going to spend money totally different than the way you spend money. You understand? It smells terrible in this tunnel. Ew. But he's going to spend money totally different than you. You need to be tempering yourself. I want you to have fun and turn up, especially if you're in your 20s, 30s, whatever, or whenever age you want to turn up. Turn up, have a good time. I'm not saying just live this prudish life and stay at home and never go to the club, never do VIP, never go on a trip, never fly first class. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you need to be mindful of the way that the money is coming in and the way that the money is going out. And you need to understand that the time is temporary. It's not forever. Even in marriage, it's not forever. Even if you're going to get married, you still need an exit strategy. I mean, like, I know I've started multiple businesses in my life, and usually that's like the first thing that comes up when you're doing a business plan. What is your exit strategy? What's your exit strategy? And it's like that for relationships too. What's your exit strategy? Don't ever walk away from a man who takes your time. He takes your affection. He takes your attention. He takes your support. He takes your adoration. He takes your ego stroking. He takes everything, all your essence as a woman. Don't ever walk away empty handed. Whether you know him for 5 minutes, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years. Never leave the situation empty handed. I have a slew of people I've dated casually over the past several months. Don't you know I have something to show for every single relationship? I was just at Sephora yesterday, spending somebody's money at Sephora on some expensive skincare products. It's going to help me look good, and investing in my own beauty and health. Yes, because you're sitting up here taking my energy and everything else at this date. Yes, I don't want to walk away empty handed. So yes, we are going to Sephora and I'm about to get some stuff. Fenty keeps selling out, or else I would have racked up on more Fenty products, but they cannot keep that stuff in stock. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back to the subject at hand. Don't walk away empty handed. Ladies, do not look at Golden situation or this situation with this bandit pharaoh and let your takeaway be, oh, let me not expect anything from a man, because if I accept something from a man, then I'm in a vulnerable position. No, you will only be in a vulnerable position if you don't have game, if you don't have strategy, if you don't have an agenda, if you're not agenda driven, if you are completely wide open and roaming around like, oh, whatever happens, happens. Oh, I don't care. Okay, great. Well, you're gonna end up in a bad situation. Yeah, you will. You could. You could. If you don't have any standard, you don't have strategy. If you're trusting on him, you don't ever trust a man completely with the money. Always. Okay, so refer to the other video I did when I was talking to the young sister who got pregnant and she's with this provider man. She told me that she talked to this older woman, because I was asking her, because she don't have a lot of, quality women in her life. I'm like, well, who do you have? Who can you talk to? Not just me, but it's not just about me. It's about a community. What other women can you lean on to get support in the area of, being in this relationship with this provider man? And she was like, oh, well, I have this aunt or godmother or something that she's like, yeah, she's older and she's been married for many years and da 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 da. She told me that this lady told her, you need to get an account that your man don't know about and you always put money in there. And this lady been married for 40 years. She got several accounts her husband don't know nothing about. And she said that years ago, like 20 something years ago, the man ended up getting laid off and he was like out of work for a couple of months. And, this was like years and years ago. And then she had that money because he wasn't saving, right? He wasn't saving, but she was. So she pulled that money out of nowhere and took care of the things that needed to be done. And in the meantime, when he got laid off, and it was his money, kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's money that he gave her, but he had no idea where that money came from. And she didn't even tell him like, oh, I've been saving it. No, she just was like, oh, well, I just, whatever. She probably lied. I don't know what she said. She probably lied like, oh, my mama gave me this money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She probably said, well, my mama gave me this money and she, just wanted to make sure that we's going to be good. Woo, 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 woo. Because you don't need to sit up here and tell a man everything, whether you married to him or not. But she had got the money. And so if this lady been married for 40 something years, obviously she knows what she's talking about. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. So that's what the type of attitude that we have to have. when we're dealing with these guys. Yes, it doesn't matter what he does or what he don't do, and if whatever makes his boat float. Like, okay, if stunning is what it is, or splurging, or VIP, or whatever, okay, we can do that. And then you're in the back of your mind thinking, okay, what can I put away for my future children? What can I put away for my children? How can I flip this money that this man gave me? How can I flip this into something that's going to appreciate in value? How can I flip this into an asset for myself? And what is my exit strategy? And what am I going to walk away with? A broke man can manipulate, use, and abuse you just like a man with money can manipulate, abuse you. Being broke or not requiring anything from a man will not protect you from dealing with a struggle bandit. Some struggle bandits have money, some struggle bandits don't. Most of them don't. Most struggle bandits don't have no money, but some of them do. And when they do, you need to get it. You need to get it. You need to get the money. By hook or by crook, however way you got to do it. Get the money and put it up and do something with it productive. Especially if he don't have the sense of a damn bird to do something productive with it. You do something productive with it. You ain't got to wait on him. You don't need no permission neither. And you don't need to sit up here and spell it out. No, be smart. Be intelligent. Be, you know what I'm saying? Be wise. And get the money. All right, y'all. I'm almost to my date. So I might go live later and give you a roster update. I don't know. We'll see. But at least I'll probably click on here and see what y'all talking about, because I have not been looking at the comments. I've been driving. I appreciate you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please turn on your notification bell. Thank you for supporting the content. I appreciate you. Peace.